Hey Hart fans, Butch Hartman here. Thank you guys for tuning in. I am so very honored. It's so great to have you guys here. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below because you can always know when a brand new Butch Hartman video is coming out. We do a lot of them lately and they're fun and you're fun and together we can have some fun. Okay, I'm sitting here drawing my little sketch pad here. A little drawing of Spider-Man. Can you guys see that there? Spider-Man? Still putting the webs on him and stuff, but I was thinking, as I was drawing Spider-Man, I wonder, I don't know for sure, but how many times do you think, as Steve Ditko was designing the character of Spider-Man, because Stan Lee actually created the character of Spider-Man, but Stan Lee didn't draw, so he came to Steve Ditko and said, hey, I got this idea for this character called Spider-Man, and him and Steve Ditko started collaborating on it. And so I wonder how many times they had to go through changes on Spider-Man. It got me to thinking how many times I've had to change characters as I was working on them. And that led me to this story that involves a little beast named Bunsen and a little hot dog named Pinky. And we call this episode Why I Had to Change a Character in Bunsen Because of Pinky Malinky. That's the poetic name. That's right. Our story begins long ago in a town called Burbank, where a young artist, well, he wasn't so young, well, a young lad named Butch Hartman was sitting in a castle called Nickelodeon. So Butch would live in the castle and he would draw the most amazing, funny pictures so the king would not punish him and strike him across the head with a wet goose. So Butch was working on a show called Bunsen is a Beast, wherein the character of Bunsen, who Butch designed and really had a great time doing, Bunsen had a friend named Mikey Monroe. And Mikey Monroe, I'm kind of an English, half American English accent. Okay, here's the deal. Bunsen is a Beast is a show I created on Nickelodeon. I think you guys may have seen it. Only lasted one season. Very gut-wrenching of me to have to have left that show. It was part of me. I love that show. All my shows are part of me, you know, something you create for other people. You work really, really hard on and involve other people, and you write and you draw and you work really hard for many years before the show's even picked up. You really have a soft spot in your heart for that show. Bunsen went through a lot of design changes. Not only Bunsen, the character himself, I probably did, not kidding, a million drawings of Bunsen, the Beast, before I settled on the Bunsen that we ended up using in the show. But also Mikey Monroe went through a lot of changes as well. Bunsen has a best friend named Mikey.
What the heck was that?
And finally, we settled on this great design of Mikey Monroe that was originally drawn by my friend Gordon Hammond. Gordon Hammond was a character designer on Fairly Odd Parents for many, many years, and he actually won an Emmy for his work on Fairly Odd Parents. Very proud of you, Gordon. Way to go. But Gordon is fantastic. And Gordon, I'd been doing some Mikey Monroe designs myself. I wasn't crazy about them. I said, Gordon, I really need your help because sometimes you need to get fresh eyes on something. You've worked on something for a long, long time. How can I possibly do this character again? I'm drawing it the same way all the time. I need a fresh take, and so I went to Gordon. And Gordon did a great job. Designed this really cool drawing of Mikey next to this original drawing of Bunsen. A little blue scaly guy, like a little dragon. I thought, that's it. These are the characters. We've done it. So then, the head of Nickelodeon told me he really loved Bunsen, but he would love me, I love the show Bunsen, but would love me to change the character design. And so that's when I came up with the Bunsen design that ended up in the show. And I thought I was settled on Mikey. Boom, we got Mikey. Hot dog shaped body, little red tuft to hair, not really traditional character design, little striped shirt. But wait, hit the brakes! Nickelodeon comes to me later on, because Nickelodeon is a creature of its own. Butch Hartman, with like this giant building coming to me with the word Nickelodeon. Anyway, don't hurt me, Nickelodeon! But Nickelodeon came to me and they said, hey Butch, you know, we need you to change the design of Mikey. And I said, why Nickelodeon? And they said, well, Butch, again, we're towering over you because we're a giant building. I said, why? And they said, well, because we've just picked up a show called Pinky Malinky, and he's a hot dog with a striped shirt. And if you look at the original design of Mikey Monroe, he was like a hot doggy shaped character with a striped shirt. Now my response to this, because I'm always open, I want to help people, I went, no way. That's what I said. Tap the brakes? No way. Keep hitting the brakes a lot in this episode. Anyway, so I hit the brakes, and I'm like, why should I change this character? He's done, he's finished. Bunsen was already, the way it happened too was this. Pinky Malinky was actually picked up and was supposed to come out before Bunsen is a Beast. But it didn't because there were some production problems. I don't know what they were, but there were some things going on with Pinky Malinky. So they fast-tracked Bunsen is a Beast to put it out first. And so my show was going to be out first. I'm all excited. This is great. I wanted my show to hit the airwaves as soon as possible, right? And then Nickelodeon said, hey, we need you to change the character design of Mikey because he looks too much like Pinky Malinky. I said, well, why should I do that? We're going on TV. Can't they change their character? And they said, well, he's a hot dog we really can't change the shape of a hot dog, but you can change the shape of your hot dog shaped boy. And I went, all right, fine. So it was a little bit of a trying situation because I had to take the striped shirt off. That's no problem. We changed Mikey's striped shirt to a green sweater vest with, like, you can see a little t-shirt and like a little Charlie Brown zigzag. Love that Charlie Brown zigzag. Don't know where it came from. We don't know where Charles Schultz got that, but I put the little zigzag on Mikey Monroe's green sweater vest. And it was a bit of a hassle, but we managed to catch it in animation first because we've been building the character in Flash animation at this time. And with Flash animation, once the character is built, that's it. You really have to finalize it. It's done. We had already finalized Mikey, and we had this great animation done of him. We had like many walk cycles and jumping cycles and running cycles and all these emotional like little reactions we'd done with him in the striped shirt. So changing it, and I told Nickelodeon, I told Nickelodeon, you know, the giant building, hey, if I'm going to change this, we can do it, but it's going to be a little bit of a time. I need some extra time and a little bit of extra money because we have to pay all these artists to change it. And they said, okay, so we ended up changing it. And so that's the story of how Mikey Monroe got his green sweater vest, and we had to change a character because another character was already in existence at the same studio. And the weirdest thing about Pinky Malinky, the weirdest part about this story is Pinky Malinky never even materialized on Nickelodeon as a show. And then I heard they were going to put it on Netflix, and they announced a release date for it. The release date came and went, and Pinky Malinky didn't even show up on Netflix. So to be honest with you, I don't even know what's going on with Pinky Malinky. But all I do know is that Mikey Monroe has a green sweater because of Pinky Malinky. So there you go. So see, when you work at a big studio or in a Hollywood situation, a lot of compromises and changes get made you probably aren't even aware of because there's already something going on at another end of the studio, or someone over here wants this thing to look differently. There's all kinds of people in charge of what you're doing, so be prepared to, I'll use the word compromise, because you want to be able to be a game player. You want to be able to be someone who people can work with. You want to be able to be known as someone who's nice. And I tried my best. I'm not saying I always succeeded, but I tried my best, as always, all through my career, to be nice and to be someone who could work with other people. And I encourage you guys to do that as well. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Also, let me know what other stories you want to hear from Nickelodeon down in the comment section below. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and as always, art gives you power. Use it wisely. Hey Heart fans, subscribe here to keep up with me, Danny, Timmy, Dudley, Bunsen, and the NOOG Network, my new app full of cartoons, shows, and games. Download it here. Click over here to watch my most recent video, and here to start a playlist related to this video. Whoa, check out that awesome fan art. To be featured here, use hashtag HeartFanArt and tag me. I'm on every social media platform known to man. Cartoon Butch out. Pencil drop.